Mamma Mia. Who's ready for the return of Mamma Mia on Broadway? I sure am. Hey friends, if you are new here, my name is Katharine Quinn. I'm a 30-something living in New York City working on Broadway. I run a company called And That's Showbiz. We're a media and marketing agency. On the media side, we produce a ton of content over at And That's Showbiz. We've got a YouTube channel, Instagram, TikTok. Make sure you check it out. Lots of amazing bespoke Broadway content and interviews and behind the scenes. And separately, we have an agency, a marketing agency, and we work on shows like The Great Gatsby, Maybe Happy Ending, The Notebook on tour, shows all across the country in various stages of development, and musical theater, for better or for worse, is the love of my life. And I talk about it here on this YouTube channel. Okay, so today we are here to talk about Mamma Mia's grand return to Broadway. And I am like in my Mamma Mia attire. Mamma Mia may well be the best loved jukebox musical of all time. You're gonna find out soon enough. I absolutely am in love with Mamma Mia. I love it. I think that it works, it cooks, the pacing is perfect, it knows what it is, but I'm getting ahead of myself. It is the ABBA musical. I feel like everybody knows at this point. Mamma Mia, let's talk a little bit about the original Broadway production. So this transferred over from London, it made its way to Broadway, debuted on October 18th, 2001. And yes, that was less than a month after September 11th, 2001. A lot of folks initially felt that the show wouldn't have been as successful if it hadn't timed the way that it did, but people desperately needed a shot of joy, something really, really jubilant and fun and escapist. And who doesn't want to go watch a girl discover who her father is, ? And like have her mom and her middle-aged gal pals jamming on a Greek island, singing incredible music in multi-part harmony. I don't know, sounds like a recipe for fun to me. So anyway, it debuted at the Winter Garden Theater, where it is now again, which is just like such a strange thing. If you go to New York City right now, it feels like a time machine, because Mamma Mia was at the Winter Garden from 2001 until October of 2013. So it remained at the Winter Garden for 11 years. I think I moved to New York City in 2014. So I think I moved in January. I moved right when it moved to the Broadhurst. Mamma Mia then closed out its run. It played for about 2 more years, from November of 2013 until September of 2015 at the Broadhurst Theater. So I actually never saw it in the Winter Garden. So I find it very exciting now that I might be able to return and actually see Mamma Mia where it originally was, on Broadway. I feel like there's no need for me to share the plot of this show that has now had Meryl Streep and Amanda Seyfried movies and sequels and has been done in every community theater and school production. I've done Mamma Mia twice. Is that it? Feels like it's been more, but maybe that's it. I performed in a production of Mamma Mia at Tuacahn Amphitheater for 8 months, and I directed and choreographed a production of Mamma Mia in Dallas in 2018. I just love it. Even when you read the original Ben Brantley review from the New York Times, he's like giving it a positive review against his better judgment, but he like, how can he resist it? Vibes. Like, you can tell he had a great time. But even in 2001, it was like the choreography, not that challenging. These are moves that you could do around a campfire or around a bonfire on a beach in the Greek Isles. That is the beauty of this show. It's the accessibility, it's the unabashed joy, it is the friendship, it's the mother-daughter story. I love this show. I'm so excited. Ticket prices are expensive. Let's look right now, actually. Let's see. If I wanted to buy a ticket for tomorrow, oh my gosh, wouldn't that be a nice way to end a Monday? Oh my God, it's almost completely sold out. There's a ticket in the orchestra for $115, and then in the mezzanine for $262. So these side seats must be super partial view. So I work in Broadway marketing, and they are using the exact same team. Like, if it ain't broke, like the facade of the theater, the front of house, is identical to what it was however many years ago. What, 2013? 12 years ago. Okay, let's see. If I look for a month from now, okay, plenty of seats a month from now. That feels better. Okay, but still, orchestra seats are $262, $155 rear orchestra, $302 front mezzanine. Okay, some side mezzanines for $89. This is wild. I'm just a giant Mamma Mia fan. I just love it. I'm really excited. If you are a fan of Mamma Mia, this is Mamma Mia. This is the OG choreography, the OG direction. This is the same team that's been doing it for 25 years. Also, importantly, wow, took me a second to get here. It is the touring company. So if you have seen the Equity Tour that has been making its way across the United States over the past year, they're essentially treating this like a tour stop. So this production is only scheduled to remain on Broadway from now until February. Let me double check that I'm right. Until February 1st, 2026. If you're like an industry marketing nerd, this is a trend that we've been seeing. The Wiz did the same thing where it was on tour and essentially treated Broadway as a stop. And honestly, it's a super smart financial model because most shows make more money on the road than they do on Broadway. And having this limited engagement to sort of have the clout and the prestige and the joy and like pack in some ticket sales in a limited window period versus trying to run something open-ended and interest may wane or it may not, any number of those things. I think it's a really smart thing to do. At any rate, I am so excited for the return of this musical. Oh, I was going to tell you the runtime. The runtime is 2 hours and 30 minutes with one intermission. I just want to tell, the only thing that I want. The top of Act 2 scares, actually, is it the top of, I think the top of the show scares the shit out of you too. I remember sitting in the Broadhurst when I saw it the first time on Broadway. I'd already seen it on tour 14 times. I used to work at Fair Park Music Hall in Dallas, Texas. I did merch and guest relations, and we would, work before the show, during an intermission, and afterwards, and during the acts, we could go in, and stand and watch the back or find an available seat. And so that was a masterclass for me. I just watched all of these touring productions night after night after night after night to know what was a good night, what was an off night, what is a swing. Oh, these two are married in the cast. Oh, I've seen, just figuring things out. And Mamma Mia was the first one where I was obsessed. The first night that I saw it, I was like, ugh, this is not art. But then I couldn't help myself and returned. And the second night I was like, you're a stupid snob. This show is so joyful and so much fun and so wonderful. And then I became obsessed. I am also curious, have any of you been to the Mamma Mia party or Mamma Mia the party in London? There's an immersive experience that you can participate in that I would really love to go to. At any rate, I cannot wait to go to the Winter Garden and sit in those seats and hear that wall of sound at the top of the overture, the and the gobos and just the silliness of Mamma Mia. I think that it is, yes, maybe a recession indicator and also exactly what we need and deserve right now. So I can't wait. Curious to know, do you have plans to see Mamma Mia? Are you excited to see it in 2025 or 2026? Let me know what other shows you want to know more about. Make sure you leave a comment down below. I make tons and tons of Broadway content, so comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, friends.